The desperation is now turning to anger as families living in freezing conditions wait for aid. Sky's special correspondent Alex Crawford witnessed that rage firsthand, and a warning that her report from the city of Antakya shows attempts to resuscitate a child who died, which viewers may find distressing.
They're using bits of rubble, whatever they can get their hands on to reach those buried. Can anyone hear me, she's shouting. They can hear sounds. So they keep calling and listening for the loved ones who lived here. But they've come with little more than courage and a great deal of hope. And their tools make barely any impact on an 8-story building now all on the ground floor. Relatives look on, sick with worry. And a bubbling anger growing inside.
We have no electricity, we have no any additional machines to supply our machines. We have no support yet from the government. We have...
Now 40 hours, no one comes to touch this.
Nobody
are here to touch this. Understand? From the 40 hours. I am the one waiting here for 40 hours. No one came and arrive here to touch.
Now we are dying here,
no
just dying, okay, just dying.
They stand in huddles weeping and find comfort by talking to the trapped children they may never see again. Be strong, Deniz, she's saying to him. Be strong, we are here. The fury is real and raw. The government's not here, she's shouting. Enough, enough, enough. This city, which hugs the Syrian border, appears to be one of the worst hit. It's home to a huge number of Syrian refugees who fled the war to safety here. And the Hatay mayor is from the main opposition party, stoking suspicions that this may have contributed to the little aid evident here. We saw residents helping themselves to food and supplies from a supermarket which had been broken into, but also saw a television being carted away. It's because we're hungry, one man told us. Desperation is haunting this city. For the love of God, please help us, she begs us. God, I'm waiting for help, she says. Her husband's trapped upstairs in their flat and has poor sight. Please, I expect help from my government.
There's so many people who feel they're not getting the help that they need.
Not one person, he tells us. We haven't seen a single soul here. We don't even have any water to drink or even have any bread to eat, she goes on. My daughter's in there with her 2 kids, another man tells us. They've died in that house. There are moments of sheer joy. A young baby is pulled out. After so many hours, she is a real living miracle. She's too young to remember what happened, but her family will remind her she's one who beat the odds on Turkey's terrible day of earthquakes. The baby's mother has somehow kept her alive, and she too has been found. They're both badly dehydrated, and the young mum looks traumatized. This has been a terrifying experience for them all. There are questions about how well prepared they were here for a disaster long predicted to happen. But every time someone is coaxed to safety and guided down the piles of broken concrete which were once their homes, it inspires the rescuers to keep on going. But there are far more suffering, far too many mothers consumed by grief as the wafer thin hope they were clinging on to finally disappears. The rescuers don't give up, though. There are frantic efforts to try to resuscitate her boy. They try and they keep on trying. But this is a young life they cannot save. This region is probably uniquely ill-equipped to cope with a natural disaster of this scale. and the heartache and grief is going to grow over the next few days and weeks. Alex Crawford, Sky News in Antakya, southern Turkey.